Hey, Jimmy here again. Hope you're having a good day and hope you're having fun. Well, the rain stopped for a minute, and that's a good thing. We needed the rain here in Southern California, and of course, with all the mudslides and stuff, sometimes it makes it a little bit difficult for a lot of other things too. And of course, it's been a little bit colder than usual, so we've been having to dress a little bit warmer, except me, t-shirts and stuff. But anyway, just a reminder that this coming Wednesday, it's a few days from today. I'm doing this every Saturday now, so a few days from today, February 3rd, we have Joanne Ledesma as our guest speaker. Now, Joanne usually comes as our first guest speaker in January, but because we wanted to make sure that this whole virtual thing works properly, we held her back for a month. So that's a good thing. We've got some other guest speakers lined up that are going to be really good, and we're looking forward to that. Of course, everything we do is affordable because it doesn't cost you anything. Um, Joanne has been doing things with us. She's been like a really good industry speaker for many years. We first met her when she was doing programming for the airlines and stuff. She programmed the music for Air Force One channels. So the presidents heard her playlist essentially. She did programming for another company that put music in malls and in businesses. So like if you ever went to a Build-A-Bear, all the music that's in there, well, that's again stuff that she helped coordinate and curate. So she knows a lot about music. She knows about how music works. She knows about what kinds of music evoke certain emotions and stuff. And she's really good with all this. And now she has one of the biggest music libraries in the world. So you might want to definitely check this out because again, it's going to be free. 7 o'clock California time, 7 o'clock PST. We do need you to register in advance. It's not going to cost you anything, but we need two things to happen. One is that it's very important to have your email address. Now, last time we had a showcase, and some of you logged on through friends' computers and stuff. So when you came on board to the Zoom call, we didn't recognize your email address, and unfortunately, because it was not an email address that we were looking for, we rejected you. We're sorry about that, but that's what happens sometimes. So please, please make sure that you do pre-register in advance. Send an email to showcase@songnet.info or to the other address, songwriters or Songnet Showcase, songnetshowcase@gmail.com. That's our other email address. Now, also, a lot of you do want to participate by having something listened to. Now, this is important. There are plenty of great ways to listen to music. MP3 is not the favorite way to listen to it because there is a little bit of loss. It sounds great for most things, though, and it's very fast, it's very easy, and everybody has access. Therefore, we request that you do send your stuff in advance as an MP3 file, not a WAV file, not some kind of a high fidelity file, just a basic middle of the road MP3 file. Because if you send it any other way, we may have some problems playing it, or it may take too long to load. We don't want that. If our industry guest speakers do want stuff, they will contact you because we have your email address. But if you send it in a format that we can't work with immediately or in a format that's too slow, unfortunately, we're not going to do that. So, again, please make sure that you do send your stuff in MP3 file. Also, because of the way that this part of the industry works, we can't really do a lot of live stuff this time. The reason why is because the whole point to having music in a library or the whole point to having music available for film and TV is that it's ready to go immediately. Not tomorrow, not next week. No, it has to be yesterday. So if it's not recorded properly and it's not available right away, then it's going to have a problem because they need it. They need to put it into that project immediately. And having it on MP3 at least lets us know that it's recorded somewhere somehow. And then once if somebody asks for it or they need a different version, if you're professional, then you know exactly what that means. It means you got to scramble, get that right thing out there, and send it immediately. So that's why we really can't have live performances at pitch events like this unless it's for a song. But right now, for this event, no live. Sorry about that. Um, let's see what else is there going on. Oh, We are going to be having our showcase again on the 17th, so make sure that you're all set up for that. The showcase, of course, is the total opposite thing, all live. Um, we're kind of shying away from having people do stuff with pre-recorded tracks, because pre-recorded tracks have a lot of issues. Even when you're using pre-recorded tracks live on your end through a microphone or through your system, sometimes it doesn't work really good. And a lot of times, what's happening is that we've been having people that do pre-recorded tracks at the showcases that I've gone to, and they weren't able to boot them into Zoom properly, what we heard was basically a cappella because they were hearing their track fine in their headphones, but it wasn't coming through the system. So uh, think about those things because we're in a different world now. It's totally different here with everything being virtual, but we want to try to keep it as close to real as we can. And one of the cool things about that is that we do have the chat box on the side. Now, the chat box on the side is really good for a lot of reasons. One is that you're able to provide commentary back and forth. You'll be able to talk to other people that are there. So it's almost like sitting next to somebody saying, "Hey, dude, man, she sounds like Brittany, huh? No, man, she sounds like Whitney. Oh, well, So it's one of those things. It's kind of an important thing to be able to interface and interact with each other because that's the way that it was when we were doing things in real life, right? IRL. So uh, that's one of the cool things about having this sort of a thing on Zoom. And of course, the most important thing for all of you guys is that when we do have a Zoom conference like this, is that we will communicate with you on the side so that if there's any kind of a problem, like if we cannot hear your audio, or if you're having an issue with your video, or there's something that needs to be redone, we may not be able to get through to you on the Zoom video screens itself. So you need to be in the chat so that we can say, hey, we got a problem here, start over, or hey, we got an alien abduction, so we got to deal with this. So things like that are happening. Make sure that you do watch the chat and that you're paying attention to that during the Zoom conference. Thank you. Um, so it's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to what's going on here on February 3rd, 7 o'clock, California time. Everybody's welcome, but we do need you to pre register so we know who's coming. Thank you. Again, sign up to showcase at songnet.info or songnetshowcase@gmail.com. Send us an MP3 file to the showcase at song show. If you are going to participate, try to send it. Try to send your MP3 file to Songnet Showcase at gmail.com with a lyric sheet. So that's a very important thing to do. Songnetshowcase at gmail.com with a lyric sheet if you are interested in presenting one of your songs or some of your work for this pitch night event. She's looking for a lot of different material. She told me that she's hoping that she'll be able to pick up maybe a dozen songs this time. And quite often she does pick up almost everything that shows up, but it's got to be good and it's got to be recorded. So make sure that you've got that stuff going on, and we'll see you then, February 3rd with Joanne Ledesma, 7 o'clock California time. And then it's, of course, the showcase later on. So it's a little bit longer video than I usually do, but there's a lot of good information that you need to know about. And we're going to keep doing this. Every Saturday, I'm going to try to post something for you guys here on our site, or on our YouTube site at least, and hopefully to Facebook as well. And later on, we'll be doing that on our website once we figure out the bandwidth for that, because there's a whole lot of stuff that needs to be done. And, it's taken us a year to do all this, because of the pandemic, but since it forced us to be here, we are here. And we're going to make it happen for you, because it's all about you guys. And it's all about remembering to live in the moment, because the journey is often the destination. See you guys.